My first question is, what were you struggling with before investing with Megafon?
I had like anxiety of getting in front of the camera and seeing myself and hearing myself speak. When I got in front of the camera with you there and kind of talked through things, you really like calmed me down and, deep breath, take a deep breath, like these kind of things to kind of help me out and make me feel comfortable in front of the camera. So that was like my biggest thing. I just didn't want to be, I didn't like being in front of the camera.
So what was preventing you from getting to where you are now?
Yeah, I think it was just mostly like being comfortable getting in front of the camera. And then also too, like the creative side of it. And like, what do we do? What do we talk about? What do we shoot? Like coming up with hooks and things like that you did. And because I wanted to be interesting, right? I just didn't want to get in front of the camera and start blabbing and, it's boring. And also too, like, for my personality to come through. I didn't want to sound like a robot. And I didn't want to like meet someone in real life after they saw me on social media and be like, this guy's nothing like I saw on social media, right? Those are all the things that I was thinking about that I wanted to achieve.
Before signing up with Megafon, with the video production, what was like a typical day like for you?
I did maybe a couple videos sitting exactly where I'm sitting right now and talked about the real estate market a little bit. I think there was maybe one or two videos before you. That actually was basically the kickoff. If you look back at my social media, and that's basically where it started. There was only like a couple of videos. Yeah, I did real estate videos, like listing videos and everything like that, but that's not the same thing, right? It's a different kind of content. So yeah, you were basically pretty much the kickoff for me for that.
What did you feel like was missing from your day to day prior to signing up for Megafon Production?
My day to day, what was missing was who I am. Like my personality and that coming through. And then also like educational videos, and talking about the real estate market in general, my experience, my background as a realtor, and then different subjects related to real estate and also to personal stuff too as well. We did some fun ones, talking about fitness and other things in my personal life and kind of combine that. So yeah, I would say that.
Great. And did you find any use in the pre-planning? So you have like...
I think the pre-planning and going through everything ahead of time really helped and kind of put the ideas together before we got in front of the camera, and it actually helped with me making feel more comfortable. Just kind of going through that ahead of time. Like, okay, this is the plan, this is a framework, this is the idea, this is what we're doing. That really, really helped kind of cement things before we got in front of the camera and knew what we were doing, right? Knew what we were going to talk about, the subject matter and what direction we were going in. Yeah, some things changed once in a while because we were bouncing ideas and things like that, but that framework in the beginning really helped.
Awesome. And did you find that we spent a good amount of time filming? Was it
perfect amount of time. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. I felt like it's right where it needed to be for what we got accomplished. So I thought the timing and the time that we set aside to do it worked really, really well.
Did working with Megafon impact your business or life in general at all? If so,
it did, yeah. Because going back to my other point there, where if you look at my Instagram before I hooked up with you, I didn't really have any content. I didn't really this kind of content where I was talking in front of the camera, maybe one or two videos. That's it. So working with you really helped get me to that next level and get my comfort level, to the place where I was like, okay, this is great. Like I actually feel comfortable in front of the camera now. And you just helped with my confidence in front of the camera. Just ideas, what should content look like? What should this be, right? You just had all of these great ideas. You were just a wealth of information to tell me, well, this is, this would be great. This is how it should look like. I think you would be great if you did this. And then also too, you weren't afraid to say, well, let's shoot that again. I think, we can do it. We can do it better. We could do a better job. You would be honest with me and be like, you sound like you're getting a little bit worked up, whatever it was, which I appreciate. I always appreciated that because I wanted to come off authentic, right? Yeah.
I love that. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Is there any accomplishments or wins that you've experienced since you started working with us?
Yeah. I mean, I think it goes back to my last point. It's just my overall confidence to get in front of the camera. It's good to have someone else to lean on and that does this professionally and can help with ideas and strategy. So I think there's been a lot of positive points. I don't think I would be where I am in my social media journey without having connected with you, to be honest. you did a lot for that part of my business and just that part of my life in general. I've definitely had people reach out to me because of my social media. I've had people that were looking to buy to reach out to me, looking to sell to reach out to me. And then I've also had other realtors reach out to me and just say, like, your content's great. Like, you know, and some people would just ask me for straight up like advice or, oh, can I get together with you for a coffee and pick your brain about a certain subject and that sort of thing. So yeah, I definitely think it helped take things to the next level for my business overall.
I love hearing that. That's great. So how would you say you're feeling about your business and life now after doing these
Fantastic. Videos? Everything's great. You got to stay consistent. And I think that's the hardest part. But right now, I mean, my business as a whole, I feel great about it. And everything's going really, really well. Like I mentioned, I've had like such a busy summer and it's usually quiet. It's that consistency that plays a part, right? I did take a bit of a break from social media this summer for like about a month, which sometimes I think is needed. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I try to stay consistent as possible, as I think that's one of the main things that you need to do. So
what would you say like a typical day is now for you after working with Megafon?
Typical day is trying to always come up with new ideas, new thoughts, new strategies, you know, new video, whether that's related to real estate or personal or combining the two. I think after working with you is like keeping video top of mind and really going back to being consistent and incorporating that in your business. Like that's just as important as like making a follow-up call to a client that you just sold a property to or something like that, right? It's that important where you maybe realize that, you know, you really need to stay on top of this and it is important for your business and it does make a difference.
I love that, man. And in closing, is there anything else to share? Anything we could improve on? Any
if
comments
you're
in
thinking
general?
of like working with Megafon, don't think about it. Work with him. Nima's amazing. He'll help you get to the next level and he'll help you make you feel comfortable in front of the camera and give you that confidence and that vibe that you need to reach your clientele.
Oh man, I really appreciate that, Jamie. And it's been an absolute pleasure working with you.